Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a Who review. I'm Davros and I'm a Whovian, and today I'm reviewing Doctor Who, A Good Man Goes to War. So this is Series 6, Episode 7, and the mid-series finale for Part B, or Part 1 of Series 6, because with this one, they decided to take a mid-series break for the summer. So, yeah, this one, the story goes as follows. A member of the Doctor's team has been abducted, and he will call in every favour, and maybe even go to war to get them back. And of course, we find out that Amy has been at Demon's Run the whole time, and she's been pregnant, and they've been genetically altering her baby, who she calls Melody, who she tells her that a man's coming for her. That man's her father, Rory, even though it does make it out to be the Doctor at first. But yeah, we get a little cameo from the Cybermen in there, with Rory looking for Amy in his Centurion gear. And he recruits all the people he's encountered, including the Paternoster gang, Drax, a rogue Centauran who eventually we now know does join Jenny and Vastra and Jenny as part of the Paternoster gang. And of course he calls in the pirates, he calls in help from other Silurians, he calls in every favour he can, except for Captain Jack. He doesn't make it in this one because John Barrowman had commitments elsewhere, but originally Stephen Moffat did have Jack in mind for this, where he would lose his head but still survive, and that would begin his transformation to the face of Bo, but nothing ever came of that, unfortunately. But yeah, we see the Doctor, put on a display at Demon's Run, showing off all his skills and his threats, and, telling Amy that to get her coat because they're coming for her, and of course he has a baby. We have River Song as well in this one, but doesn't turn up until after. But then that's when the bombshell drops. We find out that Amy's been holding a flesh avatar of her baby, and the real baby has been taken by the eye patch woman, Madame Kavarian. And, the Doctor finds out from River Song that in the forest there is no pond, only a river. It's revealed that River Song is actually Amy's daughter, and she's always been her daughter. So we finally get an answer on River Song, and she is Rory and Amy's daughter. Yeah. So what did I like about this serial? Well, not serial, episode. Well, it was non-stop action from the get-go. It was like a good CGI threat to the Cybermen, where the Doctor destroys half their fleet to get a message through. Well, a message from Rory, from the Doctor to the Cybermen. Then Rory asks the question, "Where's my wife?" I thought Matt Smith and Arthur Darvil did great in this. So did our supporting gang of, all those we've seen throughout the series so far, and, introduction to some new characters, like Madame Vastra and Jenny, and Strax, who I believe we did see at the end of time, and the Doctor has been rehabilitating him, and he ends up tagging along with Vastra and Jenny and becomes a member of the Paternoster gang, which do become reoccurring presences in the rest of Matt Smith's era and the very beginning of Capaldi's era. I thought Matt Smith was badass in this. I also like the headless monks, what was with them, with their headlessness and not registering as a full life form, and their attack prayer, and also the silence, which is the religious order that has it in for the Doctor, because they see him as a threat to the universe. And we see our antagonist for the episode, Madame Kavarian, who she is revealed to be, and has always had a close eye on Amy ever since. And yeah, we see a big battle here and there, a big finale and a good display, just like a good good mid-season finale in that. So I thought it was good and action-packed. I don't like, though, how it kind of felt a bit rushed. But, because I do feel that it was a bit rushed. Then again, it was a 45 to 50-minute show that I guess they had to cram as much as they could as possible. But then there's that big twist reveal at the end where River's Amy and Rory's daughter. I was like, okay, how does that work? But yeah, it is what it is. Stephen Moffat and his writing, he likes to, have us on a tease and make things very complex and complicated sometimes with his stories, but that's just Moffat's writing for you. But I did think it was an okay episode to go out in for 2 months. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't really as much of a cliffhanger, like not ending on like, oh no, we had to wait ages. I felt like, okay, yeah, given how this episode ends, I'm okay with the series break. So yeah, I was all right with that. So yeah, so Doctor Who: A Good Man Goes to War. It's a good one, and kind of follows on from our previous two-parter. But yeah, ratings. What will I rate this one? I will give the performances a 9, the writing an 8, the visuals an 8, and my personal, I'll give it an 8. So there you go. There is my review for that one. Have you seen it? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share with your friends and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and to hit that notification bell. I have been Darvil the Whovian and this has been a Who Review. So until next time, run for your life.